Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, February 22nd, and our theme for this week is superheroes. Mondays are reading, so I'm going to read a book to you about superheroes. This book is called Superman, an origin story. It is, let me see who the author is. Well, it's by Stone Arch Books. It's a DC Comics book. It doesn't really seem to have Manning, somebody Manning. It doesn't say on this page written by Matthew K. Manning and illustrated by Luciano Vecchio. Superman, an origin story. Badoom! They say the universe began with a big bang. The same can be said for the life of a boy who would become known as Superman. In a distant part of the universe, the planet Krypton is destroyed. A lone rocket ship survives the explosion. On board this tiny spacecraft is a single passenger, a little baby named Kal-El. Kal-El holds tight to the blanket his mother gave him. He dreams of being held in her arms. When the rocket ship stops moving, the baby wakes up. Cold air fills his lungs. He opens his eyes. Two friendly faces are looking back at him. "We're keeping him, Jonathan," says the woman. Kal-El likes her face. Her smile is warm. It is just like his mother's smile. "Oh, Martha," says the man next to her, "we don't know anything about this child. We can't just take him." Kal-El reaches out. He wraps his hand around the man's finger. Now Jonathan is smiling too. "What do you think of the name Clark?" says the woman. With his eyes open wide, Kal-El smiles at the woman. 16 years later, Kal-El is still smiling. His friends call him Clark now. He leads a normal life in the town of Smallville, Kansas, or at least he did until one fateful day. Lana Lang tries to recite this week's poem from memory in front of the class. At the same time, Clark wonders what the school is serving for lunch. Suddenly, he realizes that he's looking right through the wall into the cafeteria. "I think I lost my keys," said Mrs. Owen. Mrs. Lancaster sighs. "Again, Gladys?" she asks. "I'll help you look for them." Clark is seeing into the cafeteria. He can hear the cook's conversation. It's like they are in the room with him. "Are you okay, Clark?" asked Mrs. Brown. Clark nods his head, but he knows that he is anything but okay. Later, the old barn door slowly creaks open. Jonathan and Martha Kent glance at each other, then they walk inside. Clark's parents seemed worried ever since Clark got home from school that day. He had told them what happened at school. He had lots of questions for them. Now Clark would get some answers. Jonathan lifts up the dusty lid to a wooden box. Clark had never paid much attention to the box before today. Inside is a metal ship. It looks familiar to Clark, but he doesn't know why. "This is where we found you," said Jonathan. Clark doesn't know what to think. Then his father hands Clark a small box. It was the only thing they had found inside the ship with Clark all those years ago. Jonathan and Martha never could get the box to work, but in Clark's hands the device lights up. Something that looks like an S fills the screen. Light from the object shines on Clark's forehead. The worlds fall away around Clark. He no longer sees Smallville. Instead, he sees the planet Krypton all around him. Clark watches as a man named Jor-El hands a young infant to his wife, Lara. Lara is crying. She is hugging the child tightly. Beneath their feet, the ground begins to shake. They both know they must say goodbye to their son. If baby Kal-El is to survive, he must leave Krypton. Jor-El and Lara place him in a rocket ship. The ship takes off just as the world around it explodes. Clark opens his eyes. Smallville is back. Jonathan and Martha Kent watch as Clark comes back into focus. Clark looks at them. Then he runs out of the barn, and he keeps running. Clark doesn't notice that he is moving faster than normal. Soon he is dashing through the fields with super speed. He doesn't even notice when his feet lift off the ground. He doesn't notice that he's flying until it's already happening. A short while later, Clark returns to the family barn. Clark lands on the ground. For a long moment, he and his parents just stare at each other. Then Clark hugs them. Now he knows who he is. He knows where he came from, and he knows what he has to do on planet Earth. Years later, Clark rides a train. His eyes are closed when he hears the conductor. "Last stop!" the man shouts. "Metropolis! Everyone off!" Clark adjusts his hat as he steps off the train. He looks around at his new home. Clark left Smallville to come to Metropolis. The giant city is very different from his small hometown. It is like no other place he has visited before. But Clark could not go sightseeing just yet. Today is Clark's first day at his new job. He is a reporter for the famous newspaper known as the Daily Planet. Everyone is so busy that they hardly notice Clark at the Daily Planet. Clark's boss, Perry White, is too busy to hand Clark his first assignment. Instead, Perry introduces him to his new partner, Lois Lane. Before Clark knows it, he's trying his best to keep up with Lois. Together, they go over a press conference for billionaire Lex Luthor. He reveals his new robot. Clark knows all about Lex Luthor. Long before he moved to Metropolis, Clark had studied Lex's life. The people of Metropolis think Luthor is a hero, but Clark knows better. Lex is an evil billionaire. He will do anything to make money. Suddenly, Lex's giant robot malfunctions. Luthor always tries to save money by cutting costs, so Clark isn't at all surprised. The people in the crowd are too scared and busy to notice that Clark changes outfits. The robot tries to attack a red-headed young boy, but Clark saves him. This is the moment Clark has prepared for all his life. He has been sent to Earth to protect others. Earth's yellow sun gives Clark's alien body extra energy. He gains the powers of super strength, super speed, and invulnerability. A metal robot doesn't stand a chance against the Man of Steel. The red-headed boy snaps a photo of Superman in action. Superman! Lois Lane cries out. She is amazed by this new hero of Metropolis. Clark smiles. Then he soars into the air. He likes Lois very much, and he likes the name Superman too. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman! And these are all the powers of Superman. Superman's Earth name is Clark Kent. His real name is Kal-El. His role is the protector of Earth. His base is Metropolis. Clark Kent is a mild-mannered reporter. The Man of Steel is the superpowered protector of Earth, While quite different on the outside, these two men are secretly the same person. The Man of Steel can use heat vision to melt solid objects. His X-ray visions can see through anything but lead. Superman's breath can blow away bad guys or cool off burning objects. The S shield is Superman's symbol. Up, up, and away, Superman can fly through the sky. Superman is invulnerable, meaning he cannot be harmed unless weakened by kryptonite. Superman has super strength and super speed. The end. That was a very nice book. And now I know where Superman came from. I actually didn't know that. I'm not really very informed about superheroes. All right, guys, bye.